Today's lesson is going to be focused on adding and subtracting integers from real-world examples, which you also can call story problems. So to begin today, we first have to make sure we understand adding and subtracting integers. So you have a warm-up to complete. Please pause the video, complete the warm-up, and then come back and check your answers. So you'll notice the answers are -3, number 2 is 1, number 3 is -5, number 4 is 8, number 5 is -30, and number 6 is 15. The first type of story problem we're going to be working with is we have to write two equivalent expressions that represent the situation. And then we have to answer the question, what is the difference in their elevations? So our first one says an airplane flies at 2,500 feet. So we have 25,000 feet. Wow. A submarine dives to a depth of 600 feet below sea level. So we have also 600 feet below sea level implies it's going to be negative. We want to find the difference in their elevation. Difference is subtraction. So right here, we have one expression. Our other expression could be 25,000. We're going to have 600 still. But remember, when we see minus a negative, we discovered it was the same thing as adding. So we have 25,000 plus 600. The difference in their elevation is 25,600 feet. Now there's a problem for you to try on your own. We're going to do the same thing as the last slide, so we need two equivalent expressions to represent our situation and then find the difference in their temperatures. In August, the average temperature was 92 degrees. In January, the average temperature was 5 degrees below zero. So pause the video, answer the problem, come back and check your answers. You'll notice my first expression was 92 minus -5, which is the same thing as 92 plus 5, which gets us a grand total or a grand difference of 97 degrees. Next, we have a problem with a bank account. This shows 4 bank account transactions from July. We have to find their change in the balance. So it's asking us to find the sum of the transactions over on here. Remember, sum is adding. So we're going to take all of our 4 transactions and add them together. -40 plus 50 plus 75 plus -50. Now, if I keep working, that's a lot of numbers to add together. However, I'm going to look at just 2 at a time. -40 plus 50 is +10. 75 plus -50 is 25. We're still adding these together, and 10 plus 25 gives us a grand total of $35. Since it's positive, that means he has $35 still deposited in his bank account. Now lastly, you have one more problem to try on your own. And it says, if from example 3, which was one from the last slide, the deposits were $30 and $40, find the change in the account balance. So what he still wants to imply is we're still going to take all the numbers from the last slide, but instead of 50 and 75, we're going to use 30 and 40. So first he withdrew $40. Then we could say we deposited 30, and then our other deposit was 40, and then lastly he withdrew $50, so we have a -50. Go ahead and figure out what this would equal. Then come back and check your answer. So you'll notice if we change how much we deposited in our bank account, we then end up at negative 20. So we should actually put the negative outside our dollar sign. We're at negative $20. So that implies that he spent or withdrew more than he had deposited, which is something you never want to get to when you have a bank account.